Hello, here's what's the crack? It's day 847 in quarantine.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren!
There will be home workout videos coming, but they're still being edited. The first one will be up tomorrow. Here's a wee preview. We're going to start off with squats. Here we go. Hashtag get fit with Bernie. Today we're going to be watching some psychics get exposed.
You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed.
See, not everybody can have real psychic powers like me. Like, I knew when Betty's mummy was going to have a heart attack. And
We
I
all
warned
fucking
her.
did. Miss McGookin was near 30
Stop
stone.
telling lies. Get out of my room. Fucking pervert. So this guy has invited 3 psychic mediums to come to this chocolate factory and see if they can connect with the spirits. But everything's not what it seems. Still like fucking Santa.
I've got Kieran to write me a fake history, which I've printed onto official-looking Chocolate Factory pamphlets. The story has also spent the past week posted on the theatre's website. And I've even hung a picture in the foyer of the factory's fictitious first manager, the fat, aggressive and ruthless George Bull.
It's literally me if my mates were asked to describe me in 3 words.
The fat, aggressive and ruthless. Earlier, I invited 3 mediums to a one-time Victorian chocolate factory, where they all channeled the name George, an evil fat man who was the factory's first manager.
She's given me the name of George.
And I've got the name George.
Brilliant George.
It was George, yeah.
The only trouble is that George is part of a made-up story that I planted on the Chocolate Factory website a week ago.
No, see, I would know right away it was all a setup, because I have a real gift. You can't fool a fucker. Fuck, what is that saying? You can't kid a kidder.
I feel like he was quite angry about something as well.
I think they might be cheating, and I'm curious to see if they'll repeat any more of my fake history.
If it would be
Will they give me more bull in the form of George's made-up surname? And what of the terrible accident when he lost both legs to a pair of stampeding cart horses in the factory loading bay?
Oh, it's very busy down here, very, very busy. I feel like I'm on a race course here, watching the horses going up and down.
Lots of horses?
Yeah,
Okay.
watching horses going up and down.
See her now, Betty bullshitter. She thinks she's at the fucking Grand National. Seeing this, she's at 2 E's and one of them Willy Wonka bars. She's not seeing no fucking horse.
The horses are not very settled, they're moving about. So he may have got kicked by a horse, he went down, it was the horse that put him down in some way.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
I think to really get to the bottom of this, it would be great if you could go into a trance.
Okay, I could probably go into semi-trance, but not a full trance.
You never go full trance. Bad things happen. That was an Alfred's Freddy and the Sloans for me and Betty in the 90s.
George, did the horses hurt your legs, yes or no?
I can't.
Astonishingly, Goldie has actually summoned the ghost of my made-up factory manager. Her deception is almost complete.
You okay, Goldie?
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Goldie's definitely researched my internet story. Kevin, on the other hand, seems to be relying solely on squeezing me for information.
Can you get a surname for George at all?
Surname doesn't begin with G, does it?
No.
So, I've decided to show him the fake manager's portrait I planted earlier, that conveniently has the name plaque, George Bull.
He hasn't a clue what fucking day it is.
George. George. George.
You getting a name coming through?
Do you know the initials of his second name? Would it B?
Yeah.
Would it Bull?
It was.
That's what I got.
I swear somebody's just walked into a rock bar and went, is anybody here a psychic? And he's had a few too many pints and went, oi, me?
Philip has already identified a fat, angry manager called George who had an accident. And I'm curious to see if he's prepared to confirm the details contained in my fake history leaflet.
You seem pretty sure that the George you got is this guy, George Bull.
Yeah, I'm sure, but as I said, if we can get an earlier picture of him, it might confirm it even more.
But in your heart, you're sure?
Yeah, And it felt like the owner of the place when I linked in with him. And the description feels, because I felt quite big.
Philip, can I tell you something?
Go on.
This history here is entirely made up.
Kill me now.
And that picture is just a random picture we found, and we stuck a little name tag on it that's made up. George Bull is an entirely made up name.
Okay.
We chose the surname Bull for a reason. It's all entirely made up.
Okay, load of bullshit. Okay.
Goldie, can I tell you something?
Yes, love.
All the things that you channeled today, like, you know, George Bull, the American manager...
Yeah, you're going to tell me that it's got nothing to do with it.
Well, I have to tell you, that all came from a story that I made up
Oh, did it?
with the help of a parapsychologist. And we put that
You
up
put
on,
it- yeah, I know.
on the website.
Congratulations.
And did you read that website?
No,
So how did you know all these facts?
a friend of a friend.
But, I mean, are you still pretty certain about the George Bull thing?
I am, yeah.
I'll be honest, I chose the name Bull for a reason.
Because it's shit. Yeah, I know, I'm psychic.
Yeah, no, I'm psychic. I feel bad, because I like her. We Goldie.
I don't know if you have to be psychic to work that out.
Kevin clearly didn't research my story, but he's been happy to pump me for information and has confirmed the identity of the fictional George Bull.
This history that we've got here is all made up.
That's made up, you sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
Yeah, I got someone to write that.
Check it.
I got someone to write that and then put that on the Chocolate Factory website.
So where do I get Bull from then?
Well, I think probably
That's what
from the
I
name
want to know.
plaque on it. But
I didn't see the name plate, I can't see it. Because I need glasses.
yeah.
See, that's a valid point now. I think he may be psychic. I can't see without my glasses either, and I know Shanko Joe just sent me a dick pic.
You've also got to remember that when mediums link telepathically with the mind of spirit, we also link with your mind. So if you've got this information running through your mind, I could pick it up from you as well.
So it's my fault?
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that everything happens for a reason, and maybe this is a lesson for me as well.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a lesson for us all.
Yeah.
You basically retold the whole story
Yeah.
that we wrote.
My guy told me before I came here that I was going to be tested, and I said, fine, then we'll test one another.
So does that mean that you cheated?
I did. For most of it.
Do you think what you've done tonight will make people believe more in psychics or less?
Less. Oh, no, more.
How much truth did we get tonight?
You probably got about 30%, I think, Yana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit about it being called the Chocolate Factory.
I don't think it was ever a chocolate factory.
That's the one thing it was, Goldie, I'm afraid. It was a chocolate factory.
Was it?
Yeah, you see, you've even got the truth wrong.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
I'm going to get out my costume now.
Well, you look good. I'd stay in it if I were you.
I feel a bit silly, to be honest.
I'd stay in it if I were you.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Kevin.
So it's a pleasure.
Okay.
See
Good
you
luck.
later.
Good
Cheers.
luck, spirits.
Bye. See you. Bye. Oh, where's... Oh, yes. Oh, see you later. Bye.
Kevin's away back there, Rock. He has no clue where he's going.
Oh, see you later. Bye.
Okay, well, thanks, Philip.
You're very welcome. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I low-key think Goldie's an icon. I really do love her.
Well, I think all our mediums were really good. Good at doing research, good at telling stories, and good at repeating everything I said. What they weren't so good at was contacting spirits. And whatever you think about ghost hunting, you cannot get away from the fact that all our mediums contacted a ghost that we entirely made up.
So there you go. Psychics exposed. Don't even waste your bloody money. If you're looking at a real psychic reading, come to me. I get my psychic balls, mystic balls, what do you call them? Crystal balls. Let me rub my crystal balls. Oh, I'm getting a vision now.